Good morning, Facebook. Oh, my phone's falling. Michelle Kramer here, coming to you live. Better set something in front of my phone so it doesn't fall anymore. So pardon the interruption here. Trying to keep it steady. I don't get my tripod until tomorrow. So today will be part 2 in my expectations series, and I'm going to be talking about your expectations for physical change. So most of us at some point or another are working towards a healthier lifestyle, a stronger body, looking better, losing weight, those kind of things. But just like anything else, our expectations tend to be too high. And a lot of us have expectations for fast results. And when we don't get them, we get discouraged and often give up and figure it's just not in the cards. So I kind of wanted to address that. So I wanted to start by asking you this. How long did it take you to gain the weight? Or how long have you been dealing with whatever you are that makes you unhealthy? Nothing happened overnight. You didn't gain 15 pounds overnight, and you didn't get unhealthy overnight. It was a progression of time to get you to that place that you're not happy with how your body looks and how your body feels. And it's a progression of time to get out of that too. So you can't expect to get started on a new diet, a new exercise routine, and all of that stuff, and then suddenly you're going to lose 10 pounds in a week, and that's going to be all you need to do. It's just not going to happen that way, but we have a tendency to expect that. Our expectations for physical fitness, physical health, and how fast that can happen are really askew. Did you know, sorry, I'm looking at my notes and I just want to make sure I catch everything. So like a lot of people will do drastic things. They'll take drastic measures. They will immediately change their diet. They'll go from 2,500 calories a day to 1,200 calories a day. To try and lose weight quickly, or they will get a gym membership and jump right in to doing CrossFit when they haven't been in a gym in 2 years. CrossFit is awesome, but if you're not in a great physical place yet, if you're not used to a regular cardio routine or anything like that, then you're not going to be able to handle it. Give you a great example. A good friend of mine does a dance fitness class, and I've known her most of my life, and I knew what it would be like, so I was excited to go try it. And because I didn't at the time have a consistent cardio routine going in my own life, when I went, I couldn't breathe. It was 45 minutes, and it was so hard, and I couldn't keep up, and I came out of there, and honestly, it was so hard on my body that for another day, I was coughing and hacking because my body and my cardiovascular system was not used to that vigorous of a routine. And so I realized that I needed to spend more time working up to that, getting my body ready for a routine like that, rather than just diving right in and expecting it to be something that my body could handle. I did a little research, and I wanted to point out that when you do something drastic, like cutting your calorie intake in half, or doing these extremely vigorous workouts when your body's not equipped for it yet, your body starts burning protein because it thinks it's starving. And when that happens, it sends your metabolism into complete shutdown. So when you find that you can't maintain that drastic reduction in calorie intake, or you can't maintain that crazy workout, and you stop doing that, your metabolism has shut down, and you will likely see rebound gain on your weight, or something like that. You'll likely see where your body just doesn't, because all of a sudden it's oh, we were starving and now we're not, so I'm going to hold on to all of that extra stuff. And so your body doesn't respond correctly. You're not training your metabolism. You may be training your stomach to take in less, but you're not training your metabolism. And that's the key factor, especially if you're trying to lose weight. But I also wanted to point out that the scale is like the least important thing that you need to be paying attention to when you are working towards physical health goals. If you are wanting to lose weight and you're working out and you're eating healthy and you're doing all this stuff and the scale is staying the same, but your jeans are loose, well, you're losing inches and gaining muscle because fat takes up more space than muscle does. So you can't always go by the scale. I have stayed at a pretty consistent weight for my body, but I've lost inches and then lost a pant size and things like that because of the things that I'm doing for my body and burning fat and not muscle. I did, of course, just wanted to put out there that an average healthy weight loss is 2 pounds per week, not 10 pounds per week, but 2 pounds per week. I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but when you look at the grand scheme of things, in a year, you can lose, if you needed to, 100 pounds at that rate. So it's something that is totally manageable, and it teaches your metabolism to process correctly, to burn fat rather than muscle. So, see, Leslie, yes, absolutely. It doesn't feel like a lot right then in the moment, but when you look at it, you look back and see how quickly it's coming off over time, and you're doing it right and healthy. The other thing that I want to discuss was a holistic approach to whole body wellness. I know that this is becoming more and more important to people to do things holistically, and that is something that is definitely important to me. So I thought that it was important to address it. One of the things that, if you're dealing with discomfort or gastric issues, things like that, if you're dealing with those things and you're wanting to address them, and you go to the doctor and you get a prescription, that prescription, because it's not natural, it's not something that your body naturally produces or naturally processes, is going to have almost immediate change to your body chemistry. From what I believe and understand from my research, it's a 90% change to your body chemistry, almost instantaneous. But when you do supplementation, when you do a holistic approach to your body health, you're going to see about a 30% change process. And the reason is because those are all natural products. They are natural things that our body is supposed to be processing already. We just don't necessarily have exposure to them in the society that we currently live in. So it's a slower process when you're taking a holistic approach. And I've seen time and time again somebody trying to go holistic, and within a month, 4 to 6 weeks, they're seeing minor changes, but they're not seeing drastic changes, and they give up. And it just can't be something that you give up on so quickly, because it is a slow process. And your expectations, you have to change your expectations. When you're trying to do a holistic health approach, your expectations need to be, you will start to notice some change maybe in 4 to 8 weeks. Other people will start noticing change in 12 to 3 to 6 months. You're going to see a lot more after 6 months doing a holistic approach than you're going to see after 4 weeks of doing a holistic approach, because it's such, again, it's your body processing things that it should already be processing, that it is natural for your body to process. So there's not this huge change, whereas prescription medications are synthetic. They're not something our body naturally processes. So that's why we have that drastic turnaround when we take prescriptions. But then we also have all those crazy side effects, which you don't usually have with holistic approach, except for, if you're detoxing, and that's because your body's flushing out some junk. So to recap, we need to have expectations that are reasonable for both physical fitness, dietary changes, and a holistic approach to our body health. Something that's going to happen overnight or in 4 weeks is not going to be sustainable regardless of your approach. You need something that's sustainable over time, and you need to say, I'm going to stick with this no matter what, because this is the way I want to be healthy. And that's the priority. Healthy, not skinny, but healthy. Tomorrow I'm going to touch on, this was going to be a 3-part series on expectations, but I actually decided yesterday that I felt like there was something I was leaving out. So tomorrow I'm going to touch on our expectations for others. Yay. And how others' expectations affect us. So please tune in tomorrow for that bit of information. And if you missed yesterday, yesterday was expectations for ourselves. So check out that video as well. If you feel like this information was helpful to you or might be helpful to somebody else, please share it. And if you have any questions, feel free to comment. I'm happy to help you. Have a wonderful day.